so excited about this conversation because you have such a lengthy and broad spectrum of knowledge to be able to help us unpack what it looks like to take care of people with behaviors. And what we're finding is that there's an influx of organizations or people interested in entering the AFC space because they're attaching a dollar sign to it. Oh, I hear $200, $300, $400 a day. My life will be super easy, right? Easy. But what they forget is that that there's a lot more that goes with that. So I think what I would like to unpack from you, because you're a clinical supervisor and you specialize in working with counselors and behavioral health specialists, is first of all, how do you know whether or not you should even work with that population?
Yeah, well, first off, thank you guys for having me here. I'm really excited to talk about this. And, we absolutely need more AFC providers who are willing to take on challenging behaviors. Before we, even dive into that, I want to talk a little bit about what behavior is even. A lot of times we hear behaviors and we automatically think negative. But everything we do is a behavior. So I really like to focus on challenging behaviors, or what someone might consider maladaptive, or behaviors of concern, something that is not productive, something that we don't want, something we might want to transition into something else. And that's usually where those higher rates and things are coming in. And I think there's a few things to take in consideration with that. You have to think of who's already in your home. You don't want to put someone who might be physically aggressive with someone who might have physical frailties, be very vulnerable, not be steady on their feet. That could be a recipe for disaster, right? You have to think of how your home is set up. And I think a lot of times we have to look at what the specific behavior is. I don't think that there is a catch-all yes or no for any one provider. I may be very gifted at working with people who have aggressive behaviors, or need a lot of redirection, or a lot of engagement to cope through their day. But if I am looking at bringing in someone who might elope a lot and I live on a main road, that's not a good fit for me. So we have to look at each individual situation and really assess, what are you able to deal with? What can you handle? Do you have the staff to support that? A lot of individuals who have behavioral challenges need additional staffing, sometimes 1-to-1 staffing, maybe even 2-to-1, depending on what those challenges are and how we're redirecting those. And that's a lot of work on a staff's part, and a lot of effort in finding staffing in a challenging staffing environment for a provider as well.